Good evening and welcome to Crap Grandma Says. Yesterday afternoon, J.D. Vance implied that Donald Trump and his cronies do not have to follow any orders of the court with regard to any legitimate executive order by the president. I'd like to say he's wrong about that, because the courts are who gets to decide whether the executive order is legitimate or not. They get to decide whether it is constitutional or unconstitutional or illegal or legal. I've talked to other attorneys, and they, like me, believe that it is unlikely that we will see the court declare that a good number of these executive orders that are in front of the courts right now are constitutional and legal. So that's one part. But also earlier today, Elon Musk started making direct, threatening gestures toward the judiciary by telling them they could be impeached in an effort to sway their decisions about these executive orders. And that's a credible threat because Republicans own the House and Senate right now, and they could talk those representatives and senators into doing just that. I, for one, certainly hope that these judges have the guts to stand up to the goons in office right now and make the right decisions. And there's some hope that they will do that, because we also saw this afternoon that the courts put a stay on the fork in the road to hell no offer that has created a lot of pressure on many feds to resign right now in exchange for 8 months or so of pay that, as I noted before, OPM can't statutorily offer and for which there are no funds to pay for that offer. This stay was granted so that the judge can have time to make a ruling on the injunction to stop the fork in the road offer altogether. And we also saw John Roberts start trying to defend, in a way, the Supreme Court and its power, and thinking out loud about his need to ensure that the Supreme Court stays relevant. And those are things that are good news. I really, really hope the judiciary has the backbone to stay the course and find these things, these executive orders, illegal and unconstitutional. And if and when Donald Trump decides not to follow those court orders, I hope Congress decides to hold him to account for doing that by impeaching him. And that's where you all come in. You need to call your representatives and your senators and tell them that that is what you expect from them, and no less. They need to remember that they work for us, not for the big companies who fill their coffers. They work for us, and we can keep them out of office just like those companies can. And if we call them and keep calling them and letting them know how we feel, they will have to listen to our squeaky wheel. So there's that. And if you like this content, then please go not only like and follow here, but go over to YouTube and follow me at @crapgrandmasays. And that's particularly important now because TikTok is unhappy with my content and they keep trying to ban me. So there's that too.